Francis, Star Thrifter, and I have another thrift haul to share with you today. I got some few interesting pieces. If you've not watched my other videos before, I sell full time, and I sell on eBay and I sell on Poshmark, and we'll get right on to it. This first item is a really great find. It's a MISSONI, and it's from Italy. They did have it where they did a collaboration with Target, I think it was, and some of those pieces might not sell for as much, but some of the vintage pieces sells for a lot of money at this brand. But they're very, noted for this like chevron like type, stripe on it, and this is a knit dress. This is a really great find. I don't know what the comps will be on that. I will have to, check that out. And this next item also was a really nice find, and this is an Elaine Fisher, and it is like a kind of like a drape neck or cowl neck. I call it drape neck, but it's a very nice piece, and especially for Christmas, getting this listed, working on listing this today. It has a loose tag on one side, and I will note that, but it's Elaine Fisher, and I will have to do comps to see how much that will sell for also. If you like, you can subscribe. I have a lot of other videos up too on, eBay tips. And if you're new to reselling, I just started a series. I have video 1 and 2 up for newbies for selling on eBay. And maybe that will give you some beneficial tips if you are new to reselling. And I also have videos up on like Poshmark and things like that too, and a lot of other thrift hauls. This is a Torrid, and this is super cute. Torrid, and I like to pick up this brand. It doesn't sell for a lot of money, but I think that they're very stylish. But look at how cute this is. It's like a romper. I always get it confused. I usually have to look it up to see whether it's romper or jumper, but this is like a romper, I think. And with it being army green color, this will sell. And I list things year round, even if it is kind of more summery. This I picked up because I just sold last week a couple of pair of plus-size women's shorts, and they were pull-on, and they were the high-waisted, and they were just my size. I think both of them were the same brand. They were brand new with tags. They sold right away. The one I sold, I think, sold the very next day or something like that. They didn't sell for a ton of money, like 15 to 20, but they sold like right away. This is another plus size, and it's brand new with tags. However, I don't know if it really has a brand. It says Sport Knit, but it doesn't have like a brand tag here. But it was $39.97, and it just has that. But these are adorable pull-on shorts, and hopefully these will sell right away too. That would be great. How your sales been? My sales have picked up quite a bit. I shipped out quite a few for the weekend. Not as many as I would have liked maybe, but I'm still very grateful for what I did ship out. I had 3 big bags that I had taken. I had Poshmark sales, and I had some eBay sales. I've been selling more on Poshmark lately. One of the things I've learned with Poshmark, and it's like with eBay too, the more you list, the more you sell. Poshmark, if I list anywhere, I like to list 5 to 7 a day, but some days I only list 3. But I noticed that when I bumped it to 5 or 7 new listings a day, I started getting sales more regularly. This I picked up, if you're familiar with Chico's, and it's Chico's Travelers, pretty sure, they have like tank tops, and they have, I think, long sleeve tops or cardigans, and they're like a slinky, heavy material. That's what these are, but they're the pants, or that slinky, heavy material. And that is a Chico's. And the tops usually sell. Sometimes they'll sit for a while, but it just depends. Now, on these, they'll have to go priority. And that's one thing that you got to kind of watch when you're selling pants or things that are going to be heavier, is that you got to make sure that it's worth it for the customer, because you got to figure in that shipping. Anything over a pound has to go priority shipping. And this, I'll be using a padded flat rate mailer, and that costs like $8.30 is what $8.30 it costs me on eBay. And that's when I buy, the shipping label through eBay. Now, and then I charge the customer like, I think $8.90 or something like that to cover shipping costs, or like material. But then also what you got to remember too is that if you have these listed for a while, I mean, we all like stuff to sell right away, like within 3 months, but that's really great if you can sell clothing within 3 months, you know, on an average, but a lot of it can sit longer. If they sat for a year and that price went up from the post office, how will I go and find all those listings that has the priority? I don't think that there's a search on eBay to do that. If there is, I don't know where it is, you know, just to find out like how much your, you know, the weight is going to be, because I do flat rate priority on these. That's just something to think about. This is a nice piece. This is Patagonia, and it's a women's, and it's a black quarter zip fleece, and it's really nice actually. It's not all faded, it just kind of looks like it on here. But this is that, it's Capilene line or something like that, but Patagonia is always a great brand to pick up. The only thing that I have found that is sometimes Patagonia, if it's like a t-shirt or something like that, then it can kind of sit. But some of the other pieces, you know, move right along, and they're a nice piece to get. This is Soft Surroundings. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know what I say about Soft Surroundings. A lot of people will say it's their bread and butter brand on eBay or Poshmark, but it kind of sits a lot. Now, one thing I have noticed, though, is if you try to get things that are over a size large or larger, they sell a little quicker, you know, whatever. But anyhow, this is a very nice two-piece, and if you're not familiar with Soft Surroundings, they will have a style number, and you can Google that. And what you would do is you go to Google and type soft space surroundings space, and then the number. Like this might be a 2FK 51 or something like that, and you would type that in, and then it'll bring it up. But what I do is then on Google, like at the very top, there'll be like all, and then maybe news or something like that, and then it'll have images. I click on images and then see if it brings up the exact same thing. Then you can get keywords, and I've mentioned it many times before. I didn't used to take time to do that, but I do now because I think it does make a difference. However, don't use the stock photos on eBay from any of those, you know, because you can get your account eventually shut down over that. And I know a lot of people use them, but you're not supposed to. I also picked up some bread and butter brands, and these are some plus sizes. And in plus size clothing, I have some other videos up if you'd like to check them out on plus size clothing, haul, you know, thrift haul. The brands I would pick up maybe in plus size, but I wouldn't pick up in maybe small, medium, large usually. But this is very cute. It's a Saint Topaz, and this is like a 1X. And even though it's very summery, I will still be listing it. And it's got a lot of really pretty bright colors. And actually, bright colors in neon was still popular for 2022 winter, although this is very summery. But anyways, that's Saint Topaz. And let's see. This was a pretty top. This is, you know, just like a kind of average, like brand, I don't even know brand. It's called Ultra Pink, but it's a 1X. And look at how beautiful this is. It's very romantic looking, elegant. It's a lace top with a tank underneath it, but it's very pretty. It's kind of like that blush color. And that's the brand there. And that'll be a nice piece to sell. And this is White House Black Market, and this is an XL. I find with this brand, if you do find the larger sizes, large and up, they do sell a little quicker, it seems like. This is very soft. Even though it's just a plain t-shirt, I went ahead and got it. And it's White House Black Market. The only thing is that I have heard, oh, it's got like little buttons or something, you know, false buttons on the cuff. One thing I've heard about Soft Surroundings is that you should not list it brand new with tags on eBay. You can get a veto for that. I don't know if it's on the veto list, but I have heard that, and I've heard that about the North Face too, because there's things that you can get a veto on and your listing can get taken down that's not on that list. I know. It makes it really difficult and challenging, doesn't it? Because you don't know what to list and what not. I do list it used, though. Poshmark, I haven't heard if there is a you know, issue with either one of those with brand new tags. But on eBay, I do the use. This is Fashion Bug. It's a 1X. It's almost like that burnout material, but it's more of like a knit than the burnout. But this is really cute. It really actually is. And I think that will sell. And the thrift store, I was surprised because they usually really price up Lululemon, and they didn't on these couple pieces I have. I think I have 3 pieces here. And One thing though with Lululemon you got to really watch is that the tank tops and the short sleeves has really went down in price, and they're not selling it near as quickly. I think the whole line is a little bit that way. You're going to want to do comps before you spend very much money, but these I got inexpensive. And anyways, if you're not familiar with oh, I got to find it here. It's here somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. This is not the Lululemon. That's Madewell. I have the Lululemons here, though. I have a few of them. I think this one might be one of them. This is a long sleeved. It's actually really soft. It's kind of got a neat thing. And Lululemon has a tear out tag, so there's not going to be a lot of times anything up here. Sometimes it'll be there. It'll be real long, you know, vertical. It'll be vertical. Anyways, you know, if it's still there. But you'll notice, if you're not familiar with Lululemon, this is what their logo looks like. And that's how I knew it was Lululemon. Sometimes on the hem, they'll have maybe what it is also, you know, style or whatever. It's really soft. And that'll be a nice piece to list. And then there's a couple pieces here. Let's see, I'll find the other ones while we're talking about Lululemon. Here's a tank top. I wasn't really sure. But there's the tank top. And I might have paid too much for this. I paid $3.99. That might have been too much, really, for me anyways. But that's a tank top. And that last one, I paid $4.99. And then this one, no, that's not the other Lululemon. I thought there's one more. Maybe there is just two. I was thinking I had a tank top. Maybe there is just two. This is a Madewell. And I have a really hard time passing up Madewell when I find it at the thrift store. I don't know about you. However, I really should, because I have a lot of it and it doesn't sell very quickly for as much and not a lot of money. Some pieces do, but a lot of it doesn't. But this is a 2XL. I went ahead and got it. It's just a cotton tank top. I don't know. But anyways, Madewell. Madewell is another one that's neat because you can look up the style, number. This is a nice piece. I find that shrug sell. You know, it's usually like a little cardigan sweater, open front, and once in a while they'll have maybe like a couple buttons. And a lot of times they can be short sleeve, 3/4, or long sleeve. This is a White House Black Market, large. And like I said, I sell White House Black Market if it's used, just not brand new. But this will be a nice little piece to sell. And this here is an Intimately Free. This is another brand that, it's really been sitting a lot lately, and you might want to really do comps before you pay very much or buy a lot of it. But this I got for $1.99. It's a little tank top. Hopefully it'll sell. It's really soft, actually. And I think that's the thrift haul today. I'll maybe do a longer one in a day or two or something like that. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. Once again, if you'd like to subscribe, I have a ton of other videos up, tons of other thrift haul videos and some eBay tips. And like I mentioned, if you're a newbie selling on eBay, I started a series on that. There's 2 videos. And I also have some videos a little bit up regarding Poshmark. And anyways, and just some other, you know, like eBay tips and things like that. And if you could do me a favor and push the thumbs up button, I greatly appreciate that. And leave a comment. Many prosperous sales to you. Thank you.